Welcome back to you, Sabi. Apologies for that break in transmission. We just rushed to quickly arrange one or two. Now, coming back inside the studio, I've been they talk with Mohammed Mukhtar. We've been they talk about the idea of to ban signing out ceremonies inside institutions. And from your talk, you say you stand by the ban because of some things then where they happened there. I'll come back to you. Now, Victor, what do you think? Ban or not ban?
No ban. Now, when you look at this sign out, is a stage where you pass out, like the passage where you have gone through your schools from 100 level to 400 level. As for those that do 4 years courses and all that. Now, this is the time where people get to celebrate their success in the examination. Now, this sign out is far beyond just writing on the white shirt that people put on. But now, the reason why I'm actually against the ban is this: when you have a situation where the only thing that gives you joy, I think at that particular time when you are dropping your last paper from your final exam, I think the only thing on your mind is how you are so happy that that joy is there. Then all of a sudden, it's just like, okay, it's a no. I think like last week, for instance, I read on a paper where some schools banned it, and then some students were going to write exam or thereabout where
And
those
they
they were
all
seen wearing
crested
short skirt or exposed thing, and then they were sent out on the premises. So I'm not really in support of this because I believe there are certain things that the government need to pay more attention to
Okay,
instead of
but Victor, before we come to that, you actually agree, say, what is signing out celebration supposed be and what it be today, no actually be the same. Do you agree on that?
Now, I agree on that. I'm not in
Okay.
support of the indecency that is going on. So that's why I feel the government should not ban it. Instead, they should regulate the activities that are going on.
Okay, when you say regulate, you feel break and down for us. Regulate how?
For instance, if you, like my school, for instance, when my mates were graduating, even though they were senior me were graduating, we normally go there to sign on their clothes to celebrate with them.
Mm-hmm.
Now there was this particular man in my school. Then I think he's part of the security team in my school. Like what they do is that it comes out with the security man, and then they mount themselves the environment where students are writing exam. So when he notice any activity that is not decent, he pick them up and take them out of the school premises. So if you are doing something of that nature, like for instance that picture that went viral where a male couple was grabbing a female couple, imagine there's a security there. There's no way that activity will take place there. So I think there should be more of supervision instead of banning completely.
Mukhtar, do you agree with Victor that instead of banning, regulate them, let there be security mounted in areas them to they regulate the activities where they go on for these celebrations?
Because at the time that those other students are signing out, there might be other students at the same time that are also might be writing out their own exams. So now you're becoming a disturbance for them. They aren't able to write the exams well because of the noises that's happening outside. Now, if you say securities should be put there, securities have other jobs too. They are not just for you guys while you guys are doing your signing out. There are other places they have to also be in. So if you tell them to take that responsibility away. And then because you guys want to celebrate, should go to and stay with you guys. You They won't be like proper security in the school. And also, even if you do something like that, some students will still be like, why would it be that the day we are supposed to celebrate, we are still being policed? Like why? We are supposed to just enjoy ourselves. Some students will still have issues with that. So I think if it was banned completely, it will save us from everything. Like in schools now, during the signing out, not everyone wants to sign out. Like yeah, not everyone wants to sign out because me personally, I even know some people that would rather just finish their
And
exams,
just
go
leave.
home and rest. You understand? Because apart from the signing out, there's also graduation. Let me give you an example. When I was in school, during our last papers, students came out, and then you see girls telling guys, "This is exactly what I want you to sign," which is on their chests. Why would you want that? And you're doing it publicly in this day and age where social media is everywhere. Like you won't even know somebody is taking a video of you. That video might just have been out, and then it won't just be a disgrace for you, but might also be for your family because your family will be like, is this what I sent you to go and do in school?
Part of the excitement, part of youthful exuberance. It's
That is an
something in
excuse.
of the moment.
No, no, no.
It defines
Are you,
who that
so
person is.
you're trying to say that me saying you should sign is in this place, I don't know what I'm doing. Am I not conscious? Am I drunk? I'm in my full senses. So you telling me to sign in that particular place, it has nothing to do with the celebration. And also spraying on they sprayed on the wall and they wrote F director. Is that also part of the celebration? Are you telling me that you did not know what you did? And then after you did that, the school decided that we wouldn't have graduation. So now, because of that signing out of just a few minutes or some hours, you've stopped us from having a more meaningful celebration, which is the graduation.
Okay, now let me ask you something. You were saying ban it. So if you want them to ban that signing out, isn't they won't come use the place to take celebrate the joy and the ginger of say we just finished, like you said. Oh yes, successfully.
But then there are a lot of other things.
Like what?
You could have like dinner.
Now,
Which,
when we come to
and
the dinner, are we talking about the dressing?
but the dinner is separate from the school. Yeah, some people, for example, a few years back, someone wrote, "My pikin no go attend photo." Took it to school in the school premises. Now imagine me, you came to my university, and on the shirt that you're sending out, you are telling me that your child won't attend the same university. Why?
Because you went
Because
through a lot, yeah.
you went through a lot. Does that mean that you have to disrespect the university? Because that's disrespect. Like you can't go to your workplace and then when you're about to leave, you write, "My pikin no go."
We're not going
That's
to for this
disrespectful.
place. But
Yeah, it's disrespectful.
say in children, Nigeria, they don't go play for Nigeria because Nigeria no get anything to offer like people wey serve
That's
them.
disrespectful, though. That's the thing. It is
I don't know.
disrespectful
I don't
because
know.
you saying that your children won't do the same thing is basically saying we didn't do enough or trying to put bad names on us on our own premises.
Okay, now, but all these things now, how does it now affect freedom? Okay, you want to weigh in? Please go ahead.
My pikin no go enter this school. Now, if okay, for instance, like somebody like me now, my experience in school is different from yours. I can say, okay, since I've been to this school, my child will not go to this school.
But is it right? But is
No,
it to do that?
I'm saying it,
Is
you
it
can do
decent?
it. You can do it in such a way. They are not going to do it openly for others to see. For instance, I'm not giving an instance. We need to bring in this decency into the sign out where I'm talking about. That's what I'm saying. It should not. Imagine if somebody is coming in from outside, or you see somebody, the children coming to write exam because most some of us were privileged to wear whites into the exam hall, and some people they write, they'll customize it, and you can boldly you see it on it. So imagine there's a security checkpoint where everybody is going in and being checkmate. If you see that, and it's important to pull it out. And it again, it also draw the attention of this institution, for instance. Okay, why is this student writing this social thing on his shirt? What can we do about this? You understand? For a student to write that kind of thing on his shirt, there's a reason for it. He or she had a reason for writing that particular thing. I mean,
Students, as we are, no matter how much, in fact, it is like humans in general, no matter how much, like let's say, for example, the university, no matter how much good they do, some people will still have an issue with it. Like you, even if you try saying that, oh, you want to regulate it, like you want to, like, know why did you student do that? You might have solved that issue, but a different student will see something else and then be like, yeah, I want to also do the same thing. If you don't stop, because the main reason why most schools are closing, banning it is because of the indecency and also vandalism.
Vandalism, except
So
they don't do overdo.
don't overdo, yeah, exactly. So if you are telling me that you should pick how many you want to pick, like, and the thing is, even deciding out, some students will go finish writing the exams, they might not even pass the exam. So what are you signing out for?
Wow.
okay, let
You're
me
basically celebrating failure.
let me come in again. I think a year or two ago, there was a lady that wrote something on her shirt like that also. I think thank I think they said thank God for Expo,
Yeah.
something like that.
Yes.
And
Like
they
she
have
to
a court
finish.
order to rewrite her papers. You understand? Now, no, imagine you've done that to somebody, one person. You need to pick and learn from it. Instead of you just banning this whole thing. Now you talk about school organizing dinner or outside the school premises. Let me come. Let me now.
Okay, no, no, the students will organize it themselves.
Yes, but now let me come in. That's what he was talking about. Let me come in there. Now imagine those things they are doing it on their own. They're not under anybody's watch. But this sign out is happening in the school premises where somebody can watch and tell them, okay, don't do this, don't do that. You don't know the activity that's going to go on there when they organize their own private dinner. So,
but again, saying don't do this, don't do that. Don't you think that these students will feel, oh, that they against our rights, my right to freedom, my right to expression?
Okay, let me come in again. What are you going to say about Big Brother Naija?
No.
I know what I'm saying. I know what I'm saying. Let me explain. Now we've seen a lot of indecencies that are going on. In fact, on national TV, millions of people are watching every year.
Not national TV, now cable,
whatever. Yes. They are watching it nationwide. People are watching it nationwide, right? Why can't the government ban this?
But that's the thing now.
If the government can tolerate the indecency that's happening in Big Brother Naija, then I feel banning signing out is a mistake.
Let me tell you something. Yeah. So every university have their own rules and regulations. If what you are doing doesn't fall under their rules, they have every right to tell you, no, we don't want that.
True.
Signing out. So when you are signing out, you go and you write on the walls of the school. That is basically breaking their rules.
True.
And then secondly, not only are you breaking their rules, the university now has to put out money that they did not budget for that particular project because you decided to go and do something like that. And the more, like, if you should regulate it, no matter what you do, people always look for a way to escape some rules. So if you say, I'm going to regulate it, and then the students know that, okay, this is the place that this security guards stay in, they will go to another place. Like if in the school premises, let's say, for example, let me use BUK as an example. BUK is very large. So if you tell the students that they shouldn't do it, you are not going to expect to follow them down there because they are what they want to sign out as students. So they go ahead and do whatever they want to do in that place. No security guards there. So no one is going to stop them. And one of the main reasons why they're banning it is because social media is very, very they don't understand this thing. By the time your personal views are shown on social media, it might not affect you now, but in the future it might. Because
if you ask me from this your point, I can say, okay, fine. Why can't the federal government go ahead and ban social media? Because now
social media, how
I'm saying this in this, like social media, we don't have control. We don't have control. Let me use that word. We don't have control. Why? Because there's nobody to checkmate where you're going. In fact, there's some of us that were on social media today. I believe your dad is not even aware on Facebook because you have blocked him. You understand? But I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. So now, if you are saying, if for instance, the concerning that's why we have technology, security men cannot be everywhere at the same time. But if I know that there's a CCTV camera here, there's a CCTV camera here, even if the security are not there, you know that like two departments cannot write a final exam at the same day. It's not proper for two departments to write final exam the same day, right?
But we are not just talking about.
Let me just give you an instance. I'm giving an instance. Now, if there's a camera everywhere and then there's a security room where you can monitor the activities that are going on, because one person cannot be everywhere at the same time, we can meet all these things. Now, if you pick somebody, you see that somebody is doing something wrong, and you pick the person, you have the video, you have the evidence. What happens if you violate the rules in examination malpractice? What happens?
But punishment. These things now, like in this case, the thing go loud. The thing go loud. Will anybody know? Say, see what thing you do or see what thing you know do?
Imagine you have been caught by the security, and then you have to pay the school panel, and pay certain punishment. If I as the person find out that this is what this person did and this was the punishment, let me not go there. You understand? These are the things we should be talking about.
Well, instead on top YouTube Sabi, on top CHRICED Radio and Television, live on top our Facebook and on top our YouTube at CHRICED Radio TV. You don't hear Mohammed Mukhtar and Victor Itodo Abu inside the studio. Mohammed Mukhtar say, oh yes, banner ban am, the indecency, the immorality, the overdo is too much. Make everybody finish, they go house. Highest, make them arrange by themselves, do like a dinner or a form of mini celebration outside of the school. But Victor talk, say, carry. That one, now go even worse pass. Say instead, make them regulate the sign out celebrations. So I dey throw am out to you out there, which one you think? You agree? Say make them ban am. Say, hey, the thing don't do too much. Abi, you say control it, regulate it. You get, let there be CCTV camera, let there be security. Where we say they handle this matter. What do you think on that? Just join us and then put your mouth and drop your contributions on top our WhatsApp for 0906 891 8345. Again, the number is 0906 891 8345. Now, coming back to the studio before I get the contributions, Ogbonge government now don't come out, say they want start to they call National Values Charter. They want to take on like it go be like a booklet, like handbook where every Nigerian youth suppose get. And they want you to do grassroots reorientation, remind us of all of our morals, all of our values and everything. What do we think about that?
Okay, I think it's actually a good idea because if they should bring something like that, they're basically teaching from the bottom because, and not just giving those booklets out, also the ones at the top too. They should be able to show us. You can't just give me a book telling me not to do something and I see you doing it. I want to follow the book too. You also need to show me that yes, what you are telling me to do is what I'm supposed to do. So I think it's actually a very good idea to bring something like that into.
I'm totally in support of the idea. But where the issue is going to be is, would there be a proper enlightenment about this whole issue? It's not about, okay, now we're talking about constitution. How many Nigerians know what the constitution entails? Now we're talking about this freedom of expression. You understand? I know I have the freedom to express myself the way I want, but how many people are aware? Because to everything there's a limit, right? How many people are aware that, okay, this is where I'm supposed to go, this is where I'm not supposed to go? You understand? So the government, if they're bringing this idea, I feel they should start from, even if possible, from primary school, let them be aware. Because this signing issue we are talking about today, somebody that is in kindergarten, for instance, if they don't even have the idea of what sign out is, but their parents will go and sew the white for them and say, okay, my picking is going out, let them sign on it.
Okay, now, thank you for this point where you bring. This whole thing of maybe signing out becoming something we're not supposed to be, is it the parents are supposed to hold responsible for it? And somebody, when we discuss yesterday, talk, say, this thing where they talk, where they say is immoral, is indecent, say now because of social media, now would they see them. Say these things have always been there. Do we agree, say, all this one of sign for my hair, have always been there? Or say, now parents now, no, actually they teach or train their children in the way where they supposed to go? Or is it that you youths no just the hear word anymore?
Okay, so if you ask me, I think to some stage, like when I was talking about kindergarten and all that, I think the parents have a very big role to play there. You understand? But when it comes to the higher institutions, I believe it for anybody to get admission is should be above 18. They know their left and their right. They know what is right for them and what is not right. So if I see that, okay, this thing is not good for me, there's no way I will do it. You understand? So it's left for us as youths to discipline ourselves. Let there be a limit to certain things that we do, even when we want to express ourselves. What do you gain as a youth exposing your body parts? Or what do you gain as a youth having your video being displayed on social media where somebody is signing on your breast? There's nothing to write on. It's not something that is very good that is for society. It might not even affect you now. We have instances of where people want to give an appointments and then they'll go back to social media due to the post they've made, and it's affecting their other thing. So these are things that we as youth need to pay attention to. So whatever we are posting out there or whatever we are doing out there, let's know that 1 or 2% are watching and it's something that can really affect us later in life.
Okay, parents, society, or just coconut head youths?
It might be a mix up. You see, parents normally, there are some parents that love celebrations. So whenever they see their kids having a little bit of a like, hey, yeah, go do. But then the youths themselves, like some of them just want to celebrate. Like, if no matter what you do, they must celebrate. You understand? Now? But now when you have social media, even if you want to celebrate, you should know how you should celebrate. You should know what are the things you should do and what are the things you shouldn't do. Because even if you aren't the one taking the pictures or taking the videos, there's someone out there. You might not even know. You might even be in the studio and you be like, I'm safe. And there might be someone else taking video and you don't know about it. So it's better to always take precautions, because if you always keep doing stuff that you are feeling like, oh, I'm a youth, it might one day end up destroying their career or whatever it is. So let's always, like, that's the reason why I'm often supporting the ban. It's because it stops students from doing all those kind of things. And even if they want to do it, they don't.
Stop students from doing those kinds of things. And like I said, somebody talk say thing na hit of the moment. And again, even sensationalism follow cut am. That there are some people that actually celebrated decently.
Yes.
So why is nobody talking about those ones? Why they won't use these little ones to take spoil them for those innocent ones? We actually celebration.
Again, you guys are saying small, yeah? Before it was little. Every single year they increase. You see, this already there now. Everybody just the increase. The bad stuff with the happen just the increase. So if something we see if they post for social media, no go like him. Why we go am? So if they ban this signing out, or let's say they don't even ban, just regulate it, some students will still find ways to do the things that they do. You see, let's say for example now the regulation, they say don't bring alcohol. Some students will still find way to bring in alcohol. They might even swap in bottles for normal water bottles.
Yes.
How will you stop something like that? You try to regulate it, but it did not work. But if you stop everything altogether, it
I'm
will work.
saying that, wait, if you stop it, say, don't do that sign out.
They
Don't
will go. See, there are some youths.
your last paper, and then you just go like that.
It's not a break.
Telling me that all the other countries where they do sign out, their students not be celebrate.
See, okay, let me tell you something. They celebrate here. Now, let me tell you something. Just imagine you finish your last paper, you enter exam hall from your house, wear your white, enter exam hall, right? White. Okay, just imagine you leave your house, enter exam hall straight, you write your exam, drop the pen to your house. See, we need to create certain memories. We need to create certain memories. Okay, for instance,
So album.
how many schools are doing it today? How many schools are doing it? Now, for instance, he talked about graduation parties and all that. How many schools are doing it? For instance, if you write an exam today, not all schools, your school might have done it. All schools are not doing it. Let's say something.
There was graduation speech and prize for
That is what I'm saying.
schools.
I'm talking about higher institution, for instance. There are some people that write the exam. They'll not fix like a month or 2 months before the graduation ceremony. Or on different verification. I think if not that last day, during that period, that 1 week, the other things we can do that day of sign out. Now, a lot of youth are graduating, they're writing their final paper. Then they're going into the labor market. They don't know what the labor market looks like. So just imagine you as a VC or as an institution. It's okay. So once you're done with your exam, just enter into exam hall. You organize a light party for them where you bring in people that talk about careers to educate them on how to face this labor market and all these things. Then you go.
Wait, sorry, Victor. Nice one though. But somebody will just write the exam. After all the plenty lecture,
That's what I'm saying.
be willing to rely
The point is,
Yeah. When I say stop like dinner, when you it's not the school that's going to organize the dinner for you guys.
What?
Wait. So what I'm saying is, when you guys organize the dinner, you guys already have a hall. So even that hall, they have their own regulations too. So if you go to that hall and they see you guys misbehaving, they have all the rights to send you out. So at least now you are not putting the university's image down, because you should know that universities have donors, they have contributors. So if my students now is out there in my own university doing all kind of rubbish, doing all sort of things, those contributors will be like, is this what I'm paying for? Is this what I'm helping you to do? Because clearly you don't have any decency in this school. Clearly nobody cares in this school. You
Okay,
understand?
the thing is now from that point you're saying, if you're saying the federal government should ban it completely, it's like you're saying they should just take all the indecency from school and take it to the wider society.
Where is
I don't know if you understand. Now you're talking about the halls, the hotels, they have regulation around that. See, now like this, most hotels in Nigeria today, they're after the money. If I pay you for your services, okay, I want to use this hall, I'll pay you. You cannot tell me, okay, I should not do this in this hall because I paid you off.
Okay,
Which is like you're saying,
okay, fine. You have a point. Yeah. Students that are doing whatever that they want to do, it's just among the students. Nobody else is. No one else.
nobody said this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Wait. But then when you do it in the school, not just you, there are other students too
That are saying
that are seeing you. So we
we have
promoting, telling the students that okay, see,
when is your
this is what they
school?
do.
Yes, so
When it comes to you, do us because
we,
it's tell us we are doing.
we have dinner parties. See, the point. That's why we need to regulate the activities.
So now,
it's lucky.
well,
We should not even we should mark our last day.
it's not my like
Sir.
I say, you
See,
can
if you do that to me as an institution, so I should not sign out, I should not celebrate my sign out, I will not forgive you. Don't be sincere. Like you're killing my joy. Like I don't understand.
when I don't say look, I'm like we they kill your joy. There's nothing killing about it. Are you trying to tell me that I should let you do what you want to do? Do whatever you want to do.
No.
Even if I should
Sorry, which school did you graduate for? Which school did you graduate from?
like university
Your university,
Eh,
which did you attend? Which school did you graduate?
Middlesex University.
Okay, now imagine your school says you should not sign out.
We did not have it
Oh.
out.
Okay, let me say, look, you did not sign out, right?
Uh-huh.
Now, you guys organize yourself, went outside the school to celebrate another. You have pictures, you have images that will show. Imagine if that picture comes out on social media. People ask, which school is that from? Which school is it from? Your school will come back to the
Yes.
so the point is, let's regulate this
You know what?
activity.
Let me give you an example now. The school that I graduated from, after we were done with our exams, the school said, let us create dinner for the students. The very next day, dinner. See, you guys students were enjoying themselves. Like, even the dinner where they go even create for themselves, you know, super power. And there was nothing like lectures.
They finish. Now, in conclusion, make them allow the law to do what it's supposed to do. Thank you so much, Mukhtar. Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Todo,
Thank
for
you.
showing up. And thank you so much for you, our wonderful people, wait and Gidigam, to enjoy the show. We now go talk say, for top this matter, just like what somebody told me yesterday, he said anybody will actually do this thing, not use one beans, take affect all the other beans them. Those ones gone where they cause that public indecency. What in law talk about them? Take them to court. Either as minors, educate them on the dangers of what they're doing, or like you don't even talk. You can even call them, just to do some awareness or some discussion on how to have this sign out ceremony in a more decent way. And by that, you know, spoil their joy and you also know encourage indecency. Until we come your way again on top another beautiful edition. My name now Princess Aniana. Enjoy the rest of your day.